Welcome to Biohacking with BioWitch. Today I'm going to discuss the first week of the lunar cycle, and this takes place between the new moon and the first quarter moon. So in this cycle, it's the year 2023. This cycle started 16th August, which was yesterday, and the first quarter falls on August 24th. So that's 9 days. And in these 9 days, there are going to be some astrological aspects. I'll discuss them. So I'll start off with the new moon. The new moon is basically the start point. It's a time I find that's very good to set your intention, set out the goals you would like to achieve. I find that having a task list, a to-do list, and things that I can do within this is very helpful. Interestingly, Mars and Uranus took place yesterday, and Mars is the planet of action, whereas Uranus deals with unpredictability, random changes. So it's a very good aspect, and trine is quite a positive aspect. Today the Sun enters Leo. August 18th we see Mars enters Virgo. Once again, the planet of action. You'll see some increase in desires, so watch your mind mentally, how you're thinking, how you're acting. Are you more active? Do you have energy? As we go down the timeline, Venus will square Jupiter on August 22nd. Now the square aspect, they can be quite chaotic, but I find they bring up things that we sort of need to work on. So because we're dealing with the planet Venus, it might be something related to relationship or even money. So watch what happens during that particular aspect. Hopefully not too much drama. Along with that aspect, we also have Mars opposition Neptune. So it might be a day full of conflict. Again, don't focus on the negativity. These aspects will simply just bring up things that might need to be worked on. On August 23rd, I've put down on the map Sun enters Leo. Although I've already put it on the map for August 17th, it's just Sun seems to enter Leo more fully on August 23rd. Along with this, we see that Mercury will retrograde. A planet retrograding simply means the planet is moving backwards or appears to move backwards. So it's in a reverse direction. This retrograde is going to be quite interesting because it's taking place whilst Venus is also retrograde. And there's a few other planets that are currently in retrograde motion, but I think the Mercury retrograde falling within a Venus retrograde is the most important to focus on. And so then we have the first quarter moon, which will take place on August 24th. So all these aspects are going to play a very important role in biohacking. And you might be thinking, what has astrology got to do with biohacking? So any biohackers out there listening to this, probably confused. All the planets and the planetary aspects have some influence over our behavior, over our energy levels, and also the things that just pop up and you need to deal with. And it's a good idea to keep a moon diary to record any kind of events, any situations that take place during these astrological aspects, just so they give you a sort of future reference of how each planetary aspect affects you, how squares, and when the two planets are opposition to each other, and two planets are trine, and even the retrogrades. It's very fascinating, and I've done this for quite a while, and I've seen major patterns, all of which are very useful to biohacking. You know, we don't necessarily have to use these astrological aspects to read our future or determine what our horoscope is going to tell us is going to happen. It's better to use it to your advantage. Use these aspects to your advantage. So if you know something comes up for you, let's just say during a square aspect and it's happened before, you can stay prepared, you can stay even-minded and calm about the situation. So I'm going to discuss as we go along in other segments about biohacking, how all these aspects, all these astrological aspects, as well as all the other practices and methods that I'll be using will help with biohacking. And if you're keen on finding out, be sure to subscribe.